probably know, we don't usually make full topic videos about a random news story, but we think this one can actually be part of a bigger conversation. This disclaimer needs to be said right at the start. The stuff we're talking about is all pretty much rumor and speculation, so it shouldn't be taken as the absolute truth until it's proven. But the reason we are popping in quick about Red Dead Redemption 2, besides just having another reason to talk about it, it's this reported leak from Trusted Reviews. Citing obtained notes that they were able to somewhat corroborate after comparing stuff to trailers, Trusted Review dropped a ton of potential information about Red Dead Redemption 2, including some gameplay additions, main gameplay functions, and details about multiplayer modes, with one in particular being a little spicy. Yeah, a possible Battle Royale mode. Now, I'll get to that in a sec, because it's worth pointing out that they were able to somewhat back up what they're saying thanks to some leaked images they've obtained. They could be fake, but these two images look pretty legit and stack up when compared to shots of the characters in-game and in trailer. Now, that doesn't validate the entire leak at all, but it helps a teeny bit. Either way, I'm still taking this all with a grain of salt. You should too, but it's still fun to talk about and speculate. Especially because the report detailed some interesting stuff like fully explorable trains on rails, side activities like fishing, mining, cattle herding, and branching story narratives with a possible little bit of a morale system. Apparently there will be side quests and strangers and freak style diversions, as well as the ability to interrogate captives you may have. Something that really caught my eye though was the mention of the game being fully playable in both third and first-person mode. Something unexpected, but it totally makes sense seeing as how fleshed out GTA's first-person was. Some people just straight up play that way, and the option is totally welcome and seriously ambitious for Rockstar if you think about it. Now, it's worth saying that some of this stuff could just easily have been made up, and it's pretty predictable stuff that the game might have anyway, but the report also just mentions more densely packed worlds and towns with more shops and NPCs to interact with all of them going around in their routines in full day-night cycles, which rolls into pretty substantial drops of multiplayer info. We already knew that Rockstar would be doubling down and providing a Red Dead Redemption 2 online experience, seeing as the last Red Dead Online was pretty great. But with the rise of GTA Online, the quest has been, how big will this multiplayer really be? And these rumors suggest it could be kind of awesome, with a dense world just like the single player, filled with more shops and more things to do, as well as a progression system similar to that of GTA Online's. Customizable vehicles like horse-drawn carriages and minecarts are said to be complemented by a whole camping and tent system that you upgrade and show off, similar to how apartments worked in GTA Online. Obviously, if you can't tell, I'm pretty into that. But we also might have a peek at what we'll be doing in multiplayer competitively with modes being detailed. We potentially have a Revive and Survive mode, which is like team deathmatch with a pool of lives to be depleted. Money Grab, which would work like two teams working to steal money out of a location and bring it back to their side. And then the Big Bomb Drop, a potential Battle Royale mode. This is a rumor/leak after all, so this could end up as something that wound up on the cutting room floor and someone just caught a whiff of it. But if Red Dead were to have a Battle Royale mode, it would make sense. It's a trendy game mode, but I'd like to see Rockstar give their own spin on it. And chances are, I'd really like to give them the benefit of the doubt that if this mode was in the game, they would try something different. We can already tell that the popularity of this game mode is leading up to it showing up in so many other games, but if someone can try their hand on it with a unique spin, I'd like it to be Rockstar. I've gotten in many a Wild West-style Mexican standoff in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, so it would make perfect sense here. Personally, I'd like to see it on a smaller scale. 100 cowboys in the desert is a little ridiculous, and there are other games where that's the main focus, and it will probably always feel better. Here, I'd like to see something like 30 dudes ride into a well-designed valley map where it's tense as hell, like lots of cover, maybe a no man's land in between, and tons of weapons that don't fire very fast. It could be very tense and really awesome. Or they could get more creative, factoring in a Battle Royale style play within heists in the game, playing out almost like the heist scene at the start of The Dark Knight where the best person was left standing with all the cash. Or what if it was a Battle Royale scenario that takes place entirely within a train robbery? I don't know. Look, I'm spitballing, but cowboy western stuff is really exciting and unique, and I'd like to see them do more with it than just a dumb 100 dudes in the desert. Because we've already been there. We've already seen that. The big question really is, what do you want from Red Dead Redemption 2? If you're watching this, you likely played and loved the previous game. Are you concerned about single player only? Personally, I will give online a shot, seeing as how much I played online in Red Dead Redemption, but I still really hope the focus remains on a single player narrative and a world I can get lost in. I do wonder though, with GTA Online being so insane as like a huge hit, will that same audience come over here? Will Rockstar try to cater to that audience? Because I always think there's probably a bunch of people playing GTA Online who never really even got around to finishing the single-player mode. Is that you? Are you willing to jump ship to another Rockstar Online game? Or are you more of a single-player-driven player? Let's talk about these leaks and generally just what you want from Red Dead Redemption 2 down in the comments. We want to hear from you guys because